They say your whole life flashes before your eyes when you die. It's true. Even for a blind man. I grew up in Hell's Kitchen. Politicians and real estate developers call it Clinton now. But a neighborhood, like everything, has a soul. And souls don't change with a name. One day I took a shortcut home from school. What I saw that day I'll never forget. Because it was the last thing I ever saw. Ladies and gentlemen, justice is blind, but it can be heard. And today, the truth will come out. Are you aware that perjury is a crime, Mr. Quesada? My client is not on trial, nor is her testimony suspect. Mr. Quesada, for your sake, I hope justice is found here today. Before justice finds you. Quesada, time to give the devil his due. Hey, that light at the end of the tunnel? Guess what? That's not heaven. That's the C train. I don't know why you read that trash. What is your problem with our clients? We have good, honorable clients. What's your idea of better? Define better. What would better clients be? Which was your best course, if I recall. I was looking for some honey. Could you be a little more specific? Blind? Yeah. You know, I've never seen him before. Matt Murdock. Nice to meet you. I didn't get your name. I'm gonna file an appeal. I just want to know your name. I don't mean to... Oh, hang on a second. Take it easy. Why don't you tell me what you do like? We'll start there. Sure you don't want to tell me your name? You're holding back. Don't. So does every guy have to go through all this just to find out your name? Stop hitting me. So does this mean you want a rematch? Muggers don't usually wear rose oil or high heels. At least, this far from Chelsea. This is my favorite view of the city when I was a kid. I really wanted you to see this. Oh, just wait. It's about to rain. It is, I'm telling you. The temperature dropped 2 or 3 degrees. I can smell it through the moisture in the air. It's gonna rain any second now. And when it rains, it's like there's a rooftop on the world. Each raindrop makes a sound the first time it falls on the surface. Just then, it's like I can see again. And I just want to see you. Fisk. Fisk is the kingpin? Bullseye. Is there a back door out of here? Take it. Call the police. I have to finish this. Have faith, Father. Isn't that right? You killed the only 2 people I ever loved. Why? I've been thinking about this day since I was 12 years old. Can one man make a difference? There are days when I believe, and others when I have lost all faith. I waited outside the Olympic for my father. In some ways, I'm still waiting. Nobody cared about the death of a washed-up prize fighter. Nobody but me. I would keep my promise. I would help those that others wouldn't. I would seek justice. One way or another. Morning, Father. I like the quiet. Sometimes. Sometimes not. Violence doesn't discriminate. It hits all of us. The rich, the poor, the healthy, the sick. It comes as cold and bracing as a winter breeze off the Hudson, until it sinks into your bones. leaving you with a chill you can't shake. They say there's no rest for the wicked, but what about the good? The battle of good versus evil is never ending, because evil always survives, with the help of evil men. As for Daredevil, well, soon the world will know the truth, that this is a city born of heroes, that one man can make a difference. I'm not seeking penance for what I've done, Father. I'm asking forgiveness for what I'm about to do. Redemption, Frank. It's real and it's possible. The people you killed deserve another chance. No, Frank. To try again. Frank, to try. And if you don't get that, there's something broken in you can't fix. That sounds bad. But I don't speak Russian, asshole. I'd rather die as the devil than live as Matt Murdock. Where am I? Who are you? You see my face? Great. Yeah, it's a work in progress. Ah! Fuck. Do I have to pick one? Nelson and Murdoch sounds better. I didn't ask for that. I never asked for that. Yar. What did you expect me to say, Foggy? Hi, I'm Matt. I got some chemicals splashed in my eyes when I was a kid that gave me heightened senses. I didn't even tell my dad after it happened, because I didn't have a choice. She found me in a dumpster, half dead. She didn't tell you? You really even need to ask that? It was Fisk. It was Fisk. It was all Fisk. Well, I'm looking better than how I feel. Depends on the kind of day you're having. Just wanted to see how much I could move. I meditate for that. Helps with the pain and healing faster. Or I'm just a contrary son of a bitch. The last part's the Catholicism. I'm gonna ask you some questions. You're gonna answer them. If you're lying to me, trust that I will know. And I will be unhappy. You landed in the dumpster you found me in. He'll live. Jessica Jones, stop talking. This is over. My name is Matthew Murdoch. I'm your attorney. You need to leave. Now. I need that. It's your scarf. Sir, this is for your protection. We need this place to look closed. I still hear neon. Alright. Back door's clear. Everything's locked. I think we're safe for now. You got a better plan? Just until this is over. What, you two know each other? No. I can't. I'm not doing this. Look, whatever happened back there, we did what we had to do. We got out alive. The less we know about each other, the better. This is already too much. No, there is no next move. No, there's shrimp. Oh, this guy's got pork. You need another lawyer. Miss Jones, lose my card. Look, I've been down this road before. I know what we're up against. You don't. Trust me. Whatever you're insinuating, I have no clue what you're talking about. You don't have any proof. It's not exactly what happened. They're horns. I've been watching them all night. And then you guys show up and screw everything up. If any of their old enemies found out. I understand. Well, I might be able to help. It's alright, Alicia. Sometimes we blind people see things more clearly than those with sight. Alright, now don't worry. I've got a friend who can help. A very close friend. This a private party? Alicia's friend Murdoch asked me to keep an eye on you. Now, if everyone's had their say, grab hands and follow my lead. Call it a gift. Came with the red suit. This way! Try to make it to the Baxter building without being seen. I'll draw Doom's fire. Hey! Dr. Doombell, this way! Fire in the hole. Say no more. Daredevil's the name, distraction's my game. And if I don't make it, it's been a real slice of heaven, gang. Hang loose, heroes. Funny, A lot of people react that way to lawyers. It's not exactly high-tech, but who's complaining? Well, he didn't get you, but your building's gonna need a whole lot of spackle. Alright, fellas. I'm ready when you are. You're just in time. My pals at the dock didn't take too kindly to me ruining their little business venture, so we were just about to settle our differences in the ring. Thing is, I get the distinct impression there's a lot more of them than there are of me. Which isn't normally a problem. But if you want a piece of the action, I'd say you were fairly justified. Shall we? Did that look as bad as it sounded? How are you holding up over there? You seem to be able to hold your own. Did you used to box? Well, I hope these guys aren't expecting the judicial system to go easy on them. Because at this point, that ship has sailed. Sorry, I've been determined to crack some kind of ship-related joke since I started this job. Thanks for the backup. Delivery from Mr. Kingpin? Walking canes. Crystal tipped. Careful, team. Fisk and his goons will be looking for us. With Kang in charge, anything's possible. Let's find a way to open it. Didn't sound like Kang or Kingpin. Good work. Let's keep moving. When are you gonna get it into that unbreakable head of yours? We should all be working against Kang, not fighting each other. This should be Kingpin's office. I don't recognize her voice. Time to get to work. Glorious. What happened to you, Fisk? The Kingpin I know doesn't share power. Sure I dare. The clue's in the name, Fisk. I think we've all spent too long here. Hold it right there. Anything my client has said without his attorney present is inadmissible. Mr. Castle, don't say another word. Mr. Castle, as your attorney, I strongly... Mr. Castle, this is I think you're in a unique position to do some real good. You see, the way I see it, Jen Walters can use the law to help people when society fails them. She-Hulk can help people when the law fails them. So you can, if you choose... Nah, see, that's where you're wrong. Goons and henchmen are two completely different animals. Henchmen believe in the cause, goons are just there for the paycheck. There are 25 goons in the building, 7 below us, 8 in the front, and 10 in the hallway. I can hear their heartbeats. I can hear yours, too. Your heart's beating pretty fast. Okay. No. I'm blind. Relax. I have a spatial method I use to see. Yeah, kind of. Basically, I have really good hearing. Or, at least I did. Leapfrog is the bad guy here. He kidnapped Luke Jacobson. He's holding him hostage. Oh, why didn't you ask before immediately trying to whoop my ass? Yeah, that's a fair point. I'm Daredevil. How about I tell Luke? Okay, well, if you're done making fun, I need to save my client from your client. You need to back off. You're making a mistake. Huh. My ass remains unwhooped. Temporary insanity is murky. It's not a bad strategy. That angle is more of a form of traumatic expression due to undiagnosed PTSD. Just a big fan of legal dramas. I'm here. Apologies for the tardiness, Your Honor. I had trouble finding parking. I'm just kidding. My driver got lost. My name is Matthew Murdoch. I'll be representing Mr. Jacobson in this case. I'm sorry I'm late. As a first point of order, I would like to ask that the opposing counsel's motion to the defendant's client list be rejected, as it is not relevant to this litigation. We're not talking about a product here. The very nature of Mr. Jacobson's work, making suits exclusively for superheroes, necessitates anonymity. May I remind you that the Sokovia Accords have been repealed. I believe Ms. Walters will find Mr. Jacobs' record as it pertains to customer satisfaction to be spotless. I would like to say that is a gross invasion of people's privacy based on a very shaky what-if. Mr. Patelia, what kind of fuel did you use in your booster? He's lying. Don't ask me how I know, I just know. Your Honor, my client is innocent, and he demands his freedom to prove it. You sound surprised. Well, I've never met an accused traitor before, so we're even. My name is Murdoch. Matt Murdoch. Well, somebody sent me a big cash retainer, so until it runs out, I'm your man. They say that justice is also blind, so I like to think that gives me a leg up on the competition. Right here. Murdoch sent me to get you out. Call me the Daredevil. Let's go. There's 2 men on the far end of the roof, behind the sign. One's out of shape. His heart's pounding. Murdoch thinks you've been framed. You'll be safe here until he can prove it. The night is young, and there's work to be done. So, how did you like my friend Daredevil? Why am I helping you? Maybe it's because I know what it's like when the deck is stacked against you. I couldn't deal with the shame of what I'd seen my father doing. It was the last thing I ever saw. The stuff in the truck was radioactive waste. It was against the law to transport it through the city. Someone didn't care about the law, or about broken lives, or about the value of life at all. That someone was a crime boss who calls himself the Kingpin. I wish I could have told you the whole story, Parker. Told you how the accident changed me. My blindness seemed to enhance my other senses. He'll pay for what he's done to the helpless, to the innocent, and to my father. That's great. Thank you. Well, I have some good news, Peter. I don't believe any of the charges against you are going to stick. You're welcome. However, Mr. Hogan, the feds are actively investigating that missing technology. I understand your loyalty to Mr. Stark and his legacy, but if you were involved, I advise securing a lawyer. You're going to need a very good lawyer. Peter, you may have dodged your legal troubles, but things will get much worse. There is still a court of public opinion. I'm a really good lawyer. Hold it, Spider-Man. I don't want to believe that you pulled off the heist today, but I've got to make sure. Just tell me your side of it. I'll know if you're lying. Well, then you better get going. NYPD is coming fast. I don't have to believe you. I know you aren't lying. Let's just say you have your superpowers, and I've got mine. I'll spread the word about your innocence. Not that it'll help with the cops. Good luck. You have to believe your eyes, Dunley, don't you? And I have to believe what you tell me. I was sighted until I was 14. I remember green. You doctors know nothing of radiation. Can my sight be restored? Appreciate your honesty. Good luck. You take my secret with you. Yes, you do. That's a very noisy knife. I like it here. It's quiet. No, I don't see it all. As a child, I shoved a man out of the way of a falling barrel. Unfortunately, I was hit across the eyes by the radioactive waste the barrel carried. When I awoke in the hospital, I discovered I was blind. But somehow, the radiation had affected my other senses. It gave me a type of radar that let me see in the dark. I kept my new talents a secret even when I grew into an adult and became a defense lawyer. My experience with trials soon showed me that victims need more aid than the legal system could provide. So I took it upon myself to help those in need, and I became the superhero known as Daredevil. Though I faced many difficult adversaries, none has been more persistent than Bullseye and his obsession with killing me. It's not too late to run away. Case closed. That's what I call a knockout. You aren't gonna win lying down. Guess that means I've won. This one's out. My health is running low. Maybe you should call for help. If you hurt her, I'm not gonna be responsible for my actions, Bullseye. What is it with you? Why can't you give up this sick fascination with me? That does it, Bullseye. The gloves are off, and you're going down.